New at 6 life-saving programs could be at risk with Portland's possible $100 million budget shortfall.
That includes the city's initiative to stop gun crimes before they happen. K2 investigator Wright Gasaway is here with the story tonight. You learned the city needs, what, $10 million to keep the gun violence prevention programs going at this point?
We did, and this is why community leaders say that money is so important. This chart shows the number of reported shootings since 2019. You can see Portland saw an uptick in 2020. That uptick continued in 2021 and 2022. The last couple of years, we've finally seen that trend reverse. Experts say the progress could stop if the funding stops this summer.
K2's Wright Gasaway sat down with 9 men, many who spent time in prison, to get their perspective.
K2 has been on your side since late 2020, uncovering an alarming increase in gun violence. Why did you decide right now was the right time to enact a state of emergency? And asking our local leaders what they were doing to address it. 4+ years later, the trend has finally reversed. That's thanks in large part, city leaders say, to a new initiative called Ceasefire. It pairs community and police for focused intervention on people most likely to be involved in shootings. The city uses a number of metrics to identify those people and connects them with trusted community groups like Michael Fesser's Going Home Too. It's hard to quantify what doesn't happen. Do you have any doubt that this work has saved lives?
I know for sure that this work has saved lives, and it stopped what I would say a lot of gang involvement or a lot of shootings.
However, the program itself is now on the chopping block, given a massive expected budget shortfall starting this summer. Sierra Ellis is Ceasefire's director. She updated the council's public safety committee earlier in February.
Ceasefire operates on a $9.1 million budget. The majority of this funding is temporary.
That means unless city leaders find the money, the work will end this summer. K2 is on your side asking if these programs remain a priority in City Hall. City Councilman Samir Kanal co-chairs the Public Safety Committee.
The good news is we're not talking about hundreds of millions of dollars for these things. I think it was $8 or $9 million that was lost in federal funding, and making that up will be a little easier than $100 million.
So you feel like there's a commitment from your colleagues to keep those programs alive?
I think there's a commitment to try and do it. I think we haven't looked at all the different trade-offs yet because we haven't gotten the full package from the city administrator or from the mayor yet. And so I don't want to speak for everyone, but I do think that there's an interest from council in maintaining the violence prevention work.
Fesser says without the investments, Portland will see more violence. How important is this kind of intervention and prevention work in stopping gun violence?
It's everything we need. Now that the numbers are curved or down, we can't stop pouring into doing the work and pouring into our community.
A community still recovering from a years-long historic increase in shootings. The city blames its budget crisis on 3 things: the expiring federal funding, increases in labor costs, and the property tax revenues just not keeping up with forecasts. City leaders are expected to give some more clarity on just how big that shortfall is later this week. Do you have a story for us to investigate? Email us at k2investigates@k2.com. You can also leave a voicemail 503-231-4205. Deb?
Right, thank you.